Hi, everyone. This is Kate Stahl, your Tech Committee Chair for Kappa for this term. And I'm just here to share with you a couple of examples of scam or spam emails that you might see in your personal or Kappa emails and some things to look for and be aware of. The first thing here, we've got an email that looks like it's from Stephanie Euler, our council president. And I can see, though, the email off to the side is not her email address. Now, sometimes you have to kind of hover over that person's name or email address to see the email address it's being sent from, like I'm doing here. Another thing that I see here is a sense of urgency. I've got the subject line, urgent request. I need your help urgently, right? We'll send you a reimbursement check immediately. So that's common, that sense of urgency. Tricky thing, Valerie is mentioned in here, and she's our council treasurer. It talks about Valerie having a payment due to a vendor. So that's kind of tricky. Like, this seems to be legit in that way. But then I notice it's really vague. We've got payment due to a vendor. We've also got this statement that it's for the association. Okay, so those things feel off to me that it's worded in that way. Also, we don't use these online payment systems or digital payment systems like Zelle, PayPal, or Chime when we're doing business in Kappa typically. So that is another red flag. Again, we've got this mention of a tight deadline, and then this idea that Valerie is going to send me a reimbursement check immediately, which isn't the case. You know, we have to follow certain procedures to get reimbursed for things, whether it's at the state level or at the chapter level, submitting a receipt or something like that. So that doesn't feel quite right. Here's another example. This one was also sent back in June from Holly Vaught, who has been on state committees and also been a state chair and a PO the past few terms. And it's showing here that it looks like this is from a legit email address, and sometimes it does. But I see a misspelling of the word request, which is kind of odd. That's not something Holly would do. Also, Google is alerting me that this might be a suspicious or spam email. It doesn't always do that, but when it does, we want to pay attention to that. So I can see that the images aren't shown because this might be a scam, and I'm not going to load those for that reason. Here, I've got just another vague message. All signers completed, complete with DocuSign, request for proposal. Request for proposal, very general, very vague. Also, I'm not expecting a proposal from Holly. So what do you do when you get an email like this? The first thing I personally do is reach out to that person. I'll usually call or text that person and say, hey, I got this weird email from you. You didn't send that, right? And then I might warn others who I think may have gotten it. So if I'm a chapter officer, I might warn the rest of my chapter or other officers in my chapter. Or if I'm at the state level, I might warn the other state personnel and alert them to it as well. So again, always be cautious. Don't click on things, and reach out to the person to see if it's legit or confirm whether or not it is spam, and communicate with others who may also be affected. Always better safe than sorry. Thank you so much for all you do for Kappa, and I wish you and your chapters the very best this term.